Hello. Today we are going to be looking at Westlaw. Westlaw is a legal database containing legal decisions from state and federal courts, federal and state courts, and secondary sources such as law reviews and legal treatises. There are lots of ways to search and use Westlaw. Let's take a look. To access Westlaw, start from the library's homepage. Westlaw is one of the library's databases which can be accessed in two places. You can find it under the Research button at the top. You'll see Databases. Or you can see it under the Quick Links section right up there under Databases. We'll click here. And here we see our list of databases. I can click on W for Westlaw. And you see Westlaw right here in the center. Now, when I click on Westlaw from home for the first time, I'll be asked to log in. You'll log in with your portal name and password. I've already logged in today, so it's not asking me for a login. In this area, the landing page, you can find all the materials that are in Westlaw. So, for example, this first tab here, All Content, lists cases. You can see statutes and court rules, regulations, secondary sources, and so on. These are everything not separated by any jurisdiction or court or state. I can also look at just federal materials. So here are cases from the various circuit courts. I also see the United States Code, which is all the laws of the United States. The Code of Federal Regulations is just that, all the regulations. And you see some other tools here as well. I also can see things that are just from the various states. So here are all 50 states, and I can look for decisions or laws or anything from the various states. Let's go into Illinois. And we see that we have case law from Illinois, Illinois Supreme Court, Illinois Appellate Courts. We have Illinois statutes and court rules, but these are all the laws as passed by the Illinois Assembly. We see secondary sources. I'll click on that. And these are things like law reviews, books, ebooks. In the legal profession, we refer often to legal books as treatises. And so we have a variety of those things. You see some formed books, which can be extremely helpful in drafting forms. If you just need to find words for an appropriate form, you can usually find model forms in these forms books. And I'll just go ahead and click into Illinois Law and Practice. And it gives me all the keywords, all the controlled vocabulary for the Encyclopedia Illinois Law and Practice. I'll back up one. And you see Illinois Practice Series. And these are all the practice guides for Illinois area of laws. So you can browse through all of these resources to see what we have. You can just say, okay, I know that I want to go into this book, so I can go straight into it. So you can browse through the content in any way that you like, by what it is. For example, I want cases or laws or secondary sources. I can browse through it by where it is. I want things just from Illinois or just things that are federal. Or I can look for material that is by searching for it with keywords and phrases. So it might be that I want to find cases on a particular topic. So I could just start searching right up here at the top, but that searches everything: secondary sources, laws, decisions. So I want to go into cases, and I might decide that I want to search just through Illinois cases. So I'll go into Illinois here. And now I can stop, I can start searching right now, which I'll do, or I can get even more specific and saying, I want to search only through a specific court. But I'll do a search here on medical malpractice. And I'll also throw in the word surgery. And we'll get all of our list of things that include those search terms. There'll be 20, you see 22 of them. And I'll just go into this first one. It's a case called Castillo versus Stevens. When I click on it, it's going to give me that case just as it would appear in a print reporter. So I get the citation for the case. You see a synopsis of it. What were the holdings? What was the actual decision? And now you also see the head notes. The head notes being those things that describe the areas of law that were decided in this case. So we have health, appeal and error, trial. So there are a variety of different subject areas that this court touched upon, and these head notes describe what that area of law was. This is a big case, and here's the opinion itself. So I can go through there, and this kind of material that would tell me if this is a relevant case for me. I can also look at the citing references, right? So those are the times when this case was cited either in a secondary source or in another case. So this has been cited 15 times in secondary sources and 3 times in other cases. So these cases were the lawyers cited my first case in these cases. So it might be sometime where your precedent is overruled. So you're definitely going to want to check the citing references to see what it is, what happened in the case that cited it. So it might be your case was strengthened. It might be your case was overruled. So without checking your cases first, you might not have a good precedent. And then you see up at the top tools. I can email this to myself. So if I want to refer to this case later, I can email the case to myself. I could search in a different jurisdiction. I could say, okay, I found some cases. Now I want to find some. Now I want to find some secondary sources, maybe a law review or a journal. So here I'm searching all content, which is probably too much, but I can go back and try a search just in the area that I want. So I'm going to click on secondary sources. I'm going to click on law reviews and journals. So now I can focus further, but I'll just do medical malpractice surgery. Just the same search as I did before, but now it's searching through law reviews and journals. And I have over 10,000 cases here, so I'll probably want to refine that search. I'll click in just to the first one here. And you see the information about that law review. Here's the actual case. Again, I can email it to myself. I can print it. I can download it if I wanted to do that. But most of the time, people are going to email an article like this. I'll go back out to the top. So that's a quick rundown of how things work in Westlaw. Remember that you can browse through the content to see what's there. If you know that I want a journal, I can search only through journals. If I know I want a case, I can search through just cases and in whatever jurisdiction I want. If I know if I want an Illinois statute, I can search through that. Or if I want to search through a legal encyclopedia like Illinois Law and Practice or Corpus Juris Secundum, I can search through just those things as well. So your options are however it is that you want. If you have questions, you can always ask us here in the library at the reference desk. There's also a lot of good tutorials that are available from the Westlaw site as well. So the best thing to do is to kind of play with it, and you usually can find what you want with just a little messing around. That's it for today, and good luck. Bye-bye.